Okay, so here we are, right? Another week down. And in this particular case, we got to talk about the mindset and the psychology of a profitable ICT trader. Now, I'm break even, so all of this comes with a caveat of that alone. But the point of this video is that I actually didn't even take one trade this week. I went the entire week without taking a trade. Now, why is that? Well, a few reasons. Let's look down on the 4-hour chart. By the way, I'm purely NASDAQ guy. I'm going to do a little bit of a replay, right? So you can see a little bit more of why. Let me see. So here we are. It is Sunday open. We've clearly got a little bit of a bullish kind of trend right here, right? Internal to external coming up and taking out these highs. Okay, so from there, I'm going to try to recalibrate and see what might come next. We obviously have these highs up here, right? So this right here is going to be a good target for the week, right? So let's move forward. Okay, we put in a low right here, right? Obviously, this is on Monday morning. What did we do? We took that low, and then we started pushing up higher towards these highs. Now, let's also look at what was the economic calendar talking to us about on Monday. Nothing. No red folder news. So you get this expansion immediately. Let me zoom in a little bit more. 9:30 comes down, takes this low, and then starts to distribute toward this high, right? So that was actually a pretty solid look, right? Like that played out very well. I'd have to look at my notes to see why I didn't participate in that. But that was a really solid look on Monday. But I wasn't there for it, so I didn't take the trade. After that, what do? You get consolidation. Major consolidation. Now, when that happened, right, when I missed that trade, did I FOMO in up here? No, I didn't. I let it happen. And then, let's see, you move forward, you get into Tuesday. So here we are, it's Tuesday, and there's no real direction here. Obviously, what you'd love to see is an internal to external move to come out here and take these highs. But as you can see, the open came down here, took these lows, right? Created a nice little thing, and then came up here and took those highs and then rejected. Okay, so you could have been in a trade from here to here. And some people I'm sure did. But then the market fell over from there, right? So you're still trying to make your way up to these highs, but you're not getting there, right? So no alignment coming through. Fast forward, it's now Wednesday. We're about to come into the Wednesday open. What happens? Bang. 8 a.m. candle. This was a jobs report on a Wednesday. That's another thing. We had the jobs report, right? So you had a no news Monday. Okay, I'm going to stay out of a no news Monday personally. Tuesday is the day before NFP, essentially. NFP comes out, and what does it do? It comes down here, creates a low, and then takes out this high, and then it rolls back over, creates a new low. So as you can see here, right, besides Monday, it's consolidating. I'm not saying there's not opportunities in here. There are opportunities in here, but you are sitting in the middle of a consolidation. So here we are. We're now coming into Thursday, which is the day before CPI. And 9 o'clock comes in. Once again, you're in a range. You want to take either this low or this high before you do absolutely anything. And so what happens? Bang, it comes down here and takes this low. But when it takes that low, it slams through it. Okay, it slams through all of this. Mind you, I'm only looking at NQ right now, right? I'm not looking at ES and stuff. And that's going to be one of the real reasons why I'm not participating in some of these trades, is because one of them not having essentially what you would want to see to participate in, for instance, that trade on Monday. All right, cool. Working through. Now it's going to be Friday and we're coming into CPI. Now you've got a bearish trend, okay? Bearish trend. You've got a very clear how would you say, expansion through and displacement through these lows, and a consolidation, a reaccumulation happening right here. So what happens going into the day? Market opens, what does it do? It comes up here, takes a high, and then takes out this low. And guess what happens after that? It comes back up. So if you wanted to try to find a continuation to go lower, you weren't able to find it in this session. You'd have to wait until next week. So point being is most of this week was a consolidation until Thursday. You had a Thursday reversal, consolidation Thursday reversal week. Now, I stayed out of all of this price action throughout the week. And the point of really this video is that if you want to really be able to be confident in all the moves that you're making, you got to be capable of coming to the charts and not placing trades, even for an entire week. Can you come to the market for an entire week and not place a trade without feeling FOMO, without getting left behind? All right, this was just a week for me where my model, it did not really present itself, not with enough confidence. So I don't mind missing out on this move, for instance. I mean, there was no telegraphing that, right? It just happened. I'm not saying nobody made money in there, right? Because people made money. You got to be like, yo, are you cool with the fact that there's people in here who made money without you? Are you comfortable with that? Because if you're not comfortable with that, then guess what? The market will take it from you. The market doesn't mind. The market will very gladly take that from you. It'll take whatever you got. If you can't come to the charts, see what's going on, realize that there's a move that took place without you, and be cool with it. I mean, guys, look at this, right? Like, I personally, on the 15-minute, don't want to participate in anything that looks like that. This right here, no way you can telegraph that. You can. I mean, somebody, once again, made money off that. But for me, in my model, there was nothing there. I stay up on these higher time frames. Once again, there's a trade that you can make in here, but look at that on the 15-minute. There's nothing happening. So for me, I'm trying to find clean expansions much more like this. And this week, I simply wasn't there for it. I was not participating in that. Okay. So anyways, just wanted to point that out. Can you go a week without placing a trade? Can you do it? Can you do it? Because that right there might be the difference between being a profitable trader, a break-even trader like myself, or one who consistently blows up their accounts and goes into the negative. One thing I can say for sure is that I haven't blown up an account in a very long time. Does that mean that I'm an incredible trader? No, it just means that I'm sometimes going to be okay with not putting on risk until I see exactly what I want to see. Do I still have a ton to learn so that I can see things a little bit better, so that on a day like this, I can participate in that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. But when I don't know, when I don't have it, when my model's not there, when I'm not confident, I'm not going to put on risk just because I want to feel something. So that's what I got for today and for the end of this week. I'll probably start doing some tutorials on like what exactly I'm looking for and what my model is. But I don't really know that it's relevant. I think what's more relevant is all of the psychology of all of this. Can you really sit in these markets while they do all this craziness? Can you sit in the market and watch this move happen and then watch this move happen and be like, oh, I should have participated? I can guarantee you that more people than not blew up accounts this week. More people than not lost money this week at the minimum. And a lot of people blew up their accounts trying to trade this chop. Okay. So point being, now we might have some clarity of what we want to see next, right? Going into next week, what do I have? I have this beautiful 4-hour SIBI. Tap into that. Okay. Create some sort of a smart money reversal. Extend lower. And if I don't catch the smart money reversal itself, I'll catch the continuation. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with waiting for a continuation trade, and there's no continuations happening in this range. And I'm talking about for all of this range, there's very few continuations occurring. So anyways, all right, I'm done. See y'all soon. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen right there. Very little continuation is happening up in here. So I just drew this out. This is what I'm saying. 4-hour SIBI, smart money reversal, right here. I'm happy to, if I don't catch this, I'm happy to catch this. I'm happy to catch this. I mean, once this low gets taken, I'm good. But anyways, all right. Pass.